There, meet my subscribers. Long time no see. I've been on a country vacation, and it really wasn't much of a vacation. We were planning stuff and cutting grass and raining like hell and planting flowers. And I'm not good. I don't have a green thumb, and uh, it was a good time though. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I learned some stuff. But I'm glad I'm an apartment dweller. I don't want to have to cut the grass. We used to even have a garbage chute where we used to just be able to walk down the hall and throw the garbage down a chute. Now we have to take it all the way outside into a dumpster. I'm telling you, this is really getting to be a pain in the ass. But I'm glad to be home. I can tell you that. I have taken a bunch of footage, which I plan on splicing up and making a video of some of the adventures. Some of the sound on this camera, this is a Kobe, and Kobe is a shit brand, by the way. Camera that I bought an SD card for. I should have gotten this one camera, I forget what it was called. It was something like a flip, but not. It was cheaper a little bit, but anyways, don't buy Kobe cameras. They're really not that good. Every time I have to edit the sound, turn it up, and it's a pain in the butt. But anyhow, yes, I previously mentioned in a video that I didn't think anyone was paying attention. And one of the things I realized is I use a web browser called IQ, and it didn't. I had like 0 views for all of my videos. It showed no views for some reason because of cookies or how something looks. And YouTube used to screw up a lot. Like the videos would be choppy, and I have a really good internet connection, and blah blah blah. And then I realized that I just needed to join the 21st century and start using either Internet Explorer. But now I have Safari, and I see that. Thank you very much. I hope this is entertaining for you. I did get some feedback though from a family member who was over the other day, and they're looking at my videos and they're like, "Oh, are you on drugs or something, or what are you doing?" Because I didn't actually come out with the content that I initially said I would come out with. Well, as I previously mentioned in a video, there was a death of someone close to me and my best friend's family, actually his sister. And so we've been trying to remain as intoxicated as possible to get through this thing, because both of us have been exposed to death quite a bit, especially in my family, and like going through a funeral is the worst fucking experience. Everyone's in these weird moods. You have to hug people and tell them everything's gonna be okay and all that stuff. I'm just not good at it. It makes me extremely uncomfortable. I'm a smoker. I'm standing outside. People are giving me all kinds of grief about smoking. And they do that, non-smokers. They go and they cough and stuff. Like, it's like, come on already. It was miserable. So we stayed as intoxicated as possible, and it worked out pretty good. And let's see what else. I got exposed to some people who were Wiccan and had a birthday party for somebody, and they had a ritual of some kind that they were doing, and I just felt completely out of place. It was pretty, I don't know, I just didn't get it. I got it. I got, like, what was going on and everything, and the ritual, and how the elements and some of the things they were doing, and, I got it. But I just don't feel that kind of connection, I have to say, the more and more I learn. Now, as I mentioned in a video that I don't know if that was one that was taken down, but I come from a hoodoo folk magic background. Somebody taught me, their their family kind of practice, and it related to New Orleans voodoo, hoodoo practices. Voodoo being a religion, and hoodoo being these magical folk practices, which that's the engine that I have. That's the engine my spirituality runs on, is the hoodoo folk magic engine. And what I'm basically trying to do with my spirituality is plug in the best, most appealing ideas about Wicca and putting them in restructuring, particularly iconography and some of the prayer work, you know, replacing words here and there and doing different stuff like that to make my own understanding of magic something that's personal. Because the more the Wicca practices and the things that I see in the books that I've read, and I feel more and more alienated from it because I just don't feel the mechanism of practice is right for me. But I feel like integrating, especially some of the texts I mentioned before, the Aradia or the Vangelo delle Streghe, and some of the classical sorts of witchcraft texts, I guess you could say. There's not a lot of those, but a lot of them are modern. But I'm doing my best and taking, you know, taking the engine of hoodoo practice, the cloak of Wicca, and kind of putting it into the arena of my imagination in a way that my imagination is, because I'm an extremely imaginative, always been an imaginative kid, almost like autistic. I mean, well, not autistic, but to a degree, you know, I live in my own little world. And that's kind of how I'm putting my spirituality together. It's coming together pretty good. And I think I'm getting better at it. And the way that I'm trying to relate to my subscribers and some of the other people who are watching is through the tarot, because one thing that at least we all have in common in terms of our pagan practices, and I think that's kind of the best way that I can contribute, because I'm getting definitely stuff from others, and it's fun, you know, the exchange of information is pretty good. Let's see. I put the Hoodoo Voodoo spellbook in my last video, kind of did a rush job. I mean, I don't really have the technology to do something neat and put links better than the ones that I can in terms of like the downloads, because all of the other ones have way more pop-ups, and I don't know that it would give people viruses, and I'm not about to try to do that. And Hero Share works pretty good in terms of trying to get simple information across, but I also have an archive for the information, and information I haven't put out there. Like, I have all of my decks and all of my books in a thing called it's an online vault. It's for storage, and I could easily send you everything I have. And, you know, I'm trying to, I guess, ration things out to make this channel slightly more relevant than it is, and to somehow put some things out there. And I'd like to do a little bit about my own practices, but I kind of feel that I'm giving away or dispersing secrets. Not that they're all that secret, it's just that I'm not sure that since I don't know. I don't know that it would fit people very well, but I'm going to give it a shot anyway pretty soon. So anyways, I'm going to be uploading some stuff about my country vacation and some different stuff from that, and until I see you guys next time, may blessed be.